Good morning. I'm Crystal with Whole New Perspective. Welcome to my channel. Guys, well, today I am finally going to go ahead and give water glassing eggs a try. Now, I have wanted to do this for a few years, but I just haven't done so. So I've studied up on it and now I'm ready to do this. Now, I have a friend and a cousin who have chickens, and usually when I get eggs, I get an abundance of eggs from them. And so this time I decided to just try a very small batch of water glass eggs. So what you're gonna need is some pickling lime. Now, I don't use pickling lime often, and so this little pouch is just fine for me. If you need an abundance, you can buy them in much larger bulk quantities, but this will work for me. You're gonna need yourself a really good scale because you're gonna need to measure 1 ounce of pickling lime to a quart of water. And you're gonna want some type of distilled or purified water. You just don't want your sink water. If you have quite a bit of chemicals in it, you don't want to use that. And so although I do have my Berkey, I'm going to be using some distilled water, just some distilled water that I have. I just need to go ahead and use it. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to go ahead and put my clean eggs in here. You want to make sure that you have not washed your eggs. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I've already measured out my 1 ounce of pickling lime. I had a good scale to do that if I didn't mention that. So then I'm just gonna go ahead and start placing the eggs, the clean eggs, fresh eggs, down in the jar. Now you can do this several ways. I'm just gonna place them in here like this. You want to make sure that the eggs do not have any cracks because then your eggs can spoil if they do. And that's another reason I'm just trying this with small amount. I don't want to use a big 5-gallon bucket or a gallon jar. I do have those, but right now I'm just not willing to lose eggs if something were to go wrong. So I'm just going to try it. And then I'll probably do several more batches, but I think I'm going to continue to stick with these smaller batches. I did look over these eggs. I'm just going to continue to put them in here. Now, you also can put your water in here first and then put your eggs in, but I'm gonna save that one. And I'm gonna save that one. That one feels a little thinner. These are pretty thick shelled. I'm not sure how many will go in here. I didn't even count these. I think I had a total of 15 that I kept out. I think this was 15. I'm not gonna use that one. It just feels a little thin. So I think this is 13. Then I'm just going to go ahead and fill this quart jar up. The reason I'm doing it this way is because I just want to shake it and not worry so much about stirring it up. Now you can put a little more than 1 ounce of the pickling lime, which there is just a tad bit more, but not that much more, but there is a tad bit more. So I'm just shaking this up to dissolve it. I believe it's dissolved and it will settle. And all you need to do is just pour it in. And if I need another one, I'm just going to do the same thing. So I don't need quite an ounce. So what I'll probably do is go ahead and just put this on my scale. Turn my scale on. And if you do it like this with this particular scale, it will have the tare weight. It will include it. And so I don't have to zero it out. It's already zeroed out. And I'll be right back. So I'll probably do just half an ounce or 1/4 ounce. That's actually perfectly 1/4 of an ounce. That'd be just a half of a cup. Just a little more. That's just a little more. That's 0.35 ounces. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, whoops. There we go. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in. There we go. So then all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just go ahead and wipe the top of this off, put the lid on it. I'll do that now. I just want to wipe the top of it off like I would if I were canning. And then I'm just going to put this lid on it. That is it. It's just that simple. Now what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put this in a dark bag so that it's not exposed to the light, and I'll just keep it in a cool place. And I'll check it from time to time. I'm really just interested in how this is going to do. And I really want to continue to do this to save my eggs. Because you never know, prices of eggs are really going up. And if I can get fresh eggs for my family and friends, I'm gonna try to preserve them as I need to, so that I can have some later on. Guys, thank you so much for coming along with me. Again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. I appreciate it. Thanks again.